Well, jury selection begins today in the Idaho murder trial of Chad Daybell, the husband and convicted killer. Lori Vallow, the 55-year-old, is accused of conspiring with his girlfriend Vallow to kill his first wife of 30 years, Tammy Daybell, and Vallow's children. Two of them, 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan. During Lori Vallow's trial, we've learned the horrifying details of the murders. Tammy Daybell was suffocated to death. That's his first wife. J.J. choked, wrapped up tightly in tarps and duct tape, and buried. Tylee was dismembered and burned before being buried in Daybell's backyard. The murder plot allegedly stemming from so-called doomsday prophecies on which Daybell authored books. Lori Vallow received multiple life sentences without parole. Joining us now, trial lawyer and legal analyst Richard Schoenstein. Richard, it's great to have you. So as you know, in addition to 3 counts of murder, Chad Daybell, he's charged with conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy to commit grand theft by deception, and insurance fraud. Following the conviction of Lori Vallow, his girlfriend, what are the odds he may be convicted now on all counts?
I would put the odds at very high. I think the evidence in this case is compelling that these two worked together in their nefarious scheme to murder the people who were in the way of the life they wanted to lead. His wife was killed, and then 2 weeks later, he was married to Lori Vallow and honeymooning in Hawaii. Those facts are devastating to him. I place the odds at very high that he'll get convicted.
So prosecutors, as you know, they are seeking the death penalty for Chad. They did not for Lori. She received life without the possibility of parole. What factors do you believe went into prosecutors recommending that penalty for Chad, not Lori?
So my understanding is that in the Lori Vallow case, there was a mistake made by the prosecutors that somehow disqualified them from seeking the death penalty. I don't think that's a decision they made. I think that was a mistake, and they didn't make the same mistake with Chad. Both of these defendants qualify under the death penalty laws at issue here, and there's no reason you wouldn't seek the death penalty if you thought they committed these crimes.
Oh, that's interesting insight. So Daybell, as you know, she pleaded not guilty, or he did, in light of authoring doomsday-themed books and Vallow's conviction. Do you think he could at some point change his plea to insanity? And what would that mean for sentencing if convicted?
I don't know if technically he can change it at this point to insanity when he's already entered a plea in the case of not guilty, and that's what they're pursuing. It would fundamentally change the trial, but there's so much, premeditated action in this case. It would be hard to put it aside just on the basis of an insanity defense. I don't really think that would work anyway.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.